My name is Chanel Holland-Pierre. I'm the CEO and founder of Chocolate Ballerina Company. I have been dancing for 27 years. I created Chocolate Ballerina Company because when I was a young dancer, I always found myself being the only African-American dancer in my classes. And I found it very traumatizing to not have that representation of African-American and Black excellence in those classes, because I felt like it actually brought me to a dark place of where I didn't feel accepted. I felt like I was the minority and not the majority, even down to getting hazed in locker rooms and stuff like that. So I wanted to create a space for African-American dancers to have ballet professional training that's accessible, which is in their neighborhoods, and was affordable, which was flexible financially for those families who wanted their dancers to be the next Giselle lead or be the next Romeo or Juliet in those arenas where we aren't popular. I believe that dance saves lives. I believe that arts education programming saves lives. It has been statistically found that when you place arts education and arts programming in the Philadelphia schools, in the archdiocese, the increase of attendance statistically works, and it gets higher because children and the youth need an escape from those scholastic and those academic classes, and that has proven to be arts education programming.
Personally, I'm not someone that likes to, stick out, and I don't like the attention on me. So when you are in those spaces where you are one of the few, I think it just adds into the environment just feeling a little off-putting sometimes. When you walk into a space and you don't see your own that much, and it feels a little lonely sometimes. I feel like when I had on the pink tights and pink ballet shoes and stuff, it felt more so like a costume rather than my dance wear, I guess you can say. So we're being able to wear brown tights and being able to wear brown ballet shoes, it felt part of me.
Well, the first time I got my first skin tone tights was me making them myself. So what we would do is we would take coffee beans and coffee grounds, and we would ground them up, and we would dip our pink tights into the coffee probably about 3 or 4 times, and then we would hang them out to dry, to air dry, and then it would be our skin tone.
I was like, this kind of does bother me a little bit, the fact that, I'm kind of required to wear something that doesn't match me, that doesn't go with my skin tone. I didn't realize that I wasn't being considered in those spaces until I got older, and I'm like, wow, that's actually not fair. Having a space where you do see so many just brown skins, it makes you feel like you're not alone in this, and there's other people that have the same interest in you, and yeah, it's great.
Up here, shot step, towards attack. Everyone needs a place where they can feel an escape, a therapeutic place, a place where they can call home. And at Chocolate Ballerina Company, from the youngest dancer at 3 to the oldest dancer at 34, they know that they have a home at Chocolate Ballerina Company. They're going to be valued. They're going to be hugged. They're going to be loved. They're going to be treated like human beings. As dancers, especially professional dancers in companies, they're often not treated as human beings. They're treated like robots. They're expected to dance from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week with maybe only an hour lunch or maybe a 20-minute reset. And here at Chocolate Ballerina Company, we value their bodies physically. We value the mental capacity of what it's like to be a Black and brown ballerina in this industry. We value what it's like to know how whatever you came from doesn't matter and doesn't depict on where you're going. It's all about having a plan and being given a choice and a chance at something that we were not historically said to be physically capable to do.
Chocolate Ballerina has shaped me into becoming a leader. It definitely showed me how to do leadership It definitely showed me how to create stuff on my own. It definitely gave me the path that I needed to go to be in college very soon.
Chocolate Ballerina has shaped me with my self-esteem and confidence. Like, I used to be on the dance floor and hold on. I used to be on the dance floor and like we'll be dancing and like I'll mess up and I would just can't do this and walk off. And like she would keep telling me like, go back up there. You're not gonna do that on my dance floor. Go back up there. You got this. You can do it. Like, and then like the encouragement of my peers made it even like more better for me to like step into a different space.
You know, I guess I was kind of like just one day, oh, I just want to do dancing, you know? And the first time I came here, I was like, wow. And then I continued here. My favorite thing about dance is that we just get to express ourselves through it.
I would say when I got on the dance floor, I realized that it wasn't just dancing for me. It was the way to express my feelings than just speaking.
And here we're beautiful like a community. It feels like a whole nother family.
The community is like really close. It's like everybody gets along and we all be nice to each other. And I really like that.
Everyone's so supportive of each other. You know, everyone has each other's back. The kids are great. They're always like looking out for their friend, or even like while they're in class, they're like, hey, actually, you know, we're supposed to, I saw your hand, your right arm was up and it was supposed to be your left. There's just like no competition. Like you don't feel like that tenseness like here. Like it's just everyone's here to dance, everyone's here to learn. So yeah.
5, 6, what are we getting? One verse. 5, 6, 7, 8, go.
I like seeing the little kids enjoy what I like doing and like looking up to what I'm doing. Like they think, oh, she's the best. I want to do that. That's what I enjoy seeing the most. Their joy for it.
Yeah, I would just say like building a bond with the little kids, like, and then especially if they come and see me dance, they be like, oh my goodness, I could do what she did. Like that is just, that's for me, it puts a smile on my face, not gonna lie.
I think the most challenging thing is just incorporating a class where you have different levels and just making sure everyone like feels seen and heard. Yeah, I can tell everyone to turn out their feet, but like, you know, some people, their version of turned out is different from the next. So I think it's just making sure I'm like giving the best instruction or possible to where everyone can understand. I love seeing the growth in students, like, you know, just knowing like where we started and like the different like terminologies of them like not knowing certain things, and then as we go through the season, it's just seeing like the growth and their confidence come through, their personalities are coming through the movement.
I will sacrifice my lifestyle so that they will have the chance and the choice to be able to come to something that they can not only financially afford, but they could be comfortable in it. You know, and as a CEO, I'm for the community and I'm for the people. I empathize with their lives. You have to be empathetic, not sympathetic, because you're not providing sympathy. People don't want sympathy. They want you to be able to put yourself in their shoes. A lot of people say like, oh, you're the founder, and they look at me like, wow, you're the founder, you're the CEO. Yeah, I'm an active founder. I'm actively still teaching classes. I'm actively still involved in my business, because CEO just means that I am the chief executive officer, meaning that when things fall, if they fall, I let it fall on my shoulders and not nobody else. The professors at Temple really gave me a chance. And they always told me like, you're like a Lamborghini. You can go really fast and you can go through life really fast, or you can cruise through life and allow the world to see you, because you need to be seen. And you take your time with where you are. You take your time with where you're going. That's what's going to be most impactful. And I love everyone at Temple for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm always open to people just walking in. You know, what is this? What are you doing? You know, what's going on? I'm very accessible. They're like, you're so nice. You're so cool. You're like, you stay here and talk for me for like 10 minutes. I'm like, yeah, because I'm for the youth. So you can reach out to our website, our social media platforms. You can come to a show and talk to us and register. We're around. If you're looking for us, you don't have to look far because we're right in front of you. You just have to open up your eyes and see us.